Hey, this is another video request for Walker. Wanted me to react to another Cody Leach video, this time him ranking the Spider-Man movies. It's 22 minutes and 13 seconds long. And for those interested in requesting any type of reviews, topics, commentaries, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And with that said, let's get into it. And 3, 2, 1, pressing play. So Cody Leach going to be ranking Spider-Man movies. I don't even know how to do that. I mean, Spider-Man across the, Into the Spider-Verse, I would say is the best, or my favorite, I should say. And Spider-Man 2 is pretty decent. Yeah, the three Sam Raimi ones. Yeah, the two Amazing Spider-Man ones. You have the Sam Raimi's first one. To me, does that hold up? Not just because of special effects, but the way Peter Parker's portrayed. I get it; it's meant to be like the first iterations of Peter Parker, but the Opie Taylor, cornbread, cornhole, corny. G and B, are my pies ready? Golly gee. I don't know. I'm not a fan of To Be or Not to Be Maguire. I'm just not a fan of that stuff. I'm really not. Number 11. I disagree. You know, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, what's funny about that is when I first saw that, I outright hated it. When I rewatched it, I forget when, it's a flawed film, but it's actually one of the Spider-Man films I had more fun with. Watch it again. And they try to put too much into it. But I thought Andrew Garfield actually did a good job. I think it has some of the best Spider-Man action scenes. I think Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy love stories. I think that's the best love story of the Spider-Man films. I think the music is a lot better than I remember. And I think it's better than the first one. I definitely think it's better than Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 did that way worse than Amazing Spider-Man 2. Way worse. So the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is flawed, but it's not as bad as I remember. It's not as bad as I remember. It's flawed, but 10. Oh, he's put in the Venom movies. Not a fan of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Yeah, Venom 2 was very generic. It was very boring. It wasn't funny. How do you have Carnage, but it's PG-13? Woody Harrelson, it just didn't work. The comedy didn't work. I Good luck trying to figure out what happens in the finale during the action sequences. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, Carnage was just completely neutered. Absolutely neutered for that film. I don't think the direction was that great. That's the thing, the first Venom already did the symbiote, so this felt like just a repeat of the villain from the first one. And Carnage didn't feel special, he didn't feel dangerous, he didn't feel intimidating, didn't feel scary. And a lot of other issues I had with it as well. Number 9, Venom. Not a fan of Venom. Could never get into Venom. I'm not a big Tom Hardy guy. There's story issues. How Venom, the symbiote, turns from wanting to destroy the human race then on a dime to switch into, oh, he's my best friend. How you figure? And Tom Hardy's performance, there's sometimes I just didn't get what he was supposed to be doing. Again, there's a lot of story issues, like how did he get into this security, this secure place so easily? I mean, how the hell did that happen? I don't know. Number 8, The Amazing Spider-Man. Like I said, I prefer Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man, I liked Andrew Garfield more than Tobey Maguire. I'm not big on the costume of Spider-Man. I'm not big on the lizard, at least the way they made him look, face-wise. I know there's different versions of lizard in the comics, as in I always liked the look that was like the more the snout look. I always preferred that. There's some decent point of view shots, like it shows here. But yeah, I didn't need to see another origin story. So yeah, I didn't need to see the origin story at the end. I think Lizard was a bit of a weak villain. So number 7, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Hmm. I kind of 50-50 on it. I keep going back and forth on it. I like Tom Holland. I like having Michael Keaton in there. I don't care for his buddy. I don't care for the new MJ. I mean, I like Robert Downey Jr. I don't like that they completely, not completely, but they mostly disregard Uncle Ben. I think that's a big part of Spider-Man. Iron Man Jr. Yeah, idea of what he means by that. That's the other thing. Yeah, I don't care for the Iron Spider suit. I'm sure that's another thing. It's like, hey, to be different because we've had f- five Spider-Man movies before, so the Iron Spider to be a bit different. But yeah, I just not big on it. Kind of some stuff I like, some stuff I don't. Far From Home, number six. I probably say I would probably say I liked it more. I would say that's the best of the three Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, did a good job as Mysterio, the con man, where he's pretend to be a hero, pretend to be a good guy, and the way he cons people and manipulates people. I thought that was pretty cool. And Jake Gyllenhaal did a good job performance-wise. Nice to see Sam Jackson as Nick Fury. I didn't mind the ending action sequence, like the way you utilizing the Spidey sense. I thought that looked pretty cool. Like I said, I like Tom Holland. Just that bit on the Iron Spider stuff and Into the Spider Verse. Yeah, I really like Into the Spider Verse. I think it was. I said it's my favorite Spider-Man movie so far. Hmm. I like the animation style in Into the Spider Verse. The Spider-Man. I thought they did a nice job building up Miles Morales' character. I think there's some really breathtaking visuals in it. I like the usage of the older Peter Parker Spider-Man being like a mentor to the Miles Morales, but still respectful. I think I don't own Into the Spider Verse, but yeah, that's a. I like the interaction between Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Yeah, I do think they did a really good job. Yeah, the whole thing with the uncle being the villain. That's right. Hmm. That stuff didn't bother me. The look of Kingpin and the animation, I don't agree. Number four, Spider-Man 3. has like 1,000 glaring issues. Spider-Man 3. What is there to like about this version of Venom? Nothing in the film makes sense. It's goofy and silly. You're talking about with Batman films how you didn't like how campy. Like you said Batman '89 and was there's some silly stuff in it. This has Peter Parker dancing and emo dancing. How is that not goofy? How's that not silly? How's that not campy? Peter Parker dancing is more goofy than any single thing in Batman '89. Kirsten Dunst gives a terrible performance. Peter, tell me you love me. Topher Grace is not believable at all as Eddie Brock or Venom. There's nothing to defend in Spider-Man 3, but teach their own, dude. Teach their dude. Spider-Man No Way Home. Not a fan of that movie. Not a fan of that movie at all. Not one single bit. Not at all. Not at all. Sorry, just not a fan. Just not a fan of it. I think it used the villains in a way I was not a fan of. You could have had the Sinister Six, you didn't. You had 5 of them. Doc Ock was only a villain for a little bit, and then he's a good guy for most of it. You never find out what happened to the villains when they get back. Did they really get killed? Did they actually fix their life? Like, was it all for naught? Was it all like? There's no montage. There's no ending for those characters. Peter Parker is a terrible person in the movie. Peter Parker's a terrible person. He's willing to risk all this trouble that a magic spell to make everybody on the earth forget because his 2 friends can't get into college. That's it. Not because their lives are in danger. It's just these 2 people can't get into college. What? Like, that's what? What? He's on the Spider-Man as number 2, but there's a lot of issues with No Way Home. Or, yeah, No Way Home. Spider-Man 2002, I don't think it holds up. Not just because of the special effects hinder it, but I think Willem Dafoe is just very campy, very over the top as Green Goblin. He's chewing the scenery, the floor, the drapes, the pillows, everything. Yeah, just not a fan of it at all. Like, at all. Yeah, just not a fan at all. Not a fan of Mary Jane, not a fan of Kirsten Dunst. But yeah, not a fan of a lot of aspects of this movie. Really not. I don't think it holds up that well. I just don't. That's just me, though. That's just me. I was there, and even I don't think it holds up. Spider-Man 2, I don't mind. I don't mind Spider-Man 2. I still have certain issues here and there with certain aspects, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It's pretty good sequence, action sequence. I'll say the train sequence. I'll give you that. It's definitely of the Sam Raimi films. It's one I could watch, and have the least problems of the three. I do like Spider-Man's costume in it. That bit is it's a bit on the nose. Him being carried around like Jesus. There's some, cringy, campy dialogue in the movie, but Doc Ock was a good villain in it. So, cool. So that was that for Walker. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you guys later. Bye bye.